Okay, we are recording. Hello, how is everyone? What I want to discuss with you on our weekly webinar is tips for eating out. Okay, because the thing is we're on this journey, right? And we have a nutrition guide that we plan for the whole entire week. And typically it's great to stick to, for the whole week. But come the weekend or maybe on a busy night with the kids, you have dance class and this and that, and you just don't want to cook, or you didn't have enough time, or the schedule changed and you just want to go out to eat. That's okay. We're human. We're supposed to enjoy ourselves. It is nice to not have to cook a meal and do the dishes and clean up and have to do it all over again the next day for once, right? So I want to give you the best tips that I have followed, that I have used for going out and eating and being able to still stick to your goals, because that's the main thing. We're on this to have balance, to live a lifestyle, and to still stick to our goals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and I have a little slideshow for you so that we can talk through. Okay, so tips for dining out. This thing is always in my way. We have number one, make smart choices. This is really big. Okay, so make smart choices. So almost every place you go to, they have a menu with chicken, fish, steak, all the great protein that your body needs. But you got to look for key words like grilled, broiled, steamed. You don't want to have saute, because normally it's in butter and grease, and maybe there's a sauce that goes in it with sugar and extra calories that we really do not need. Having a grilled chicken is amazing. Fried is your worst enemy. I know that it's good and it's great, and maybe every once in a while, but if you're going out every weekend, you do not want to have fried chicken, fried zucchini bites, fried whatever, because it contains a lot of fat, a lot of grease, and it's going to be detrimental to your goals. So you want to stick to the grilled, broiled, or steamed chicken, fish, and even with your vegetables, which we'll get into. So that's the first thing you want to make sure. For example, this I'm probably going to have to make a little bigger because I don't know where my glasses are as usual. But if you look at your entrees, right? I still can't see them. My eyes are horrible. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. Okay, so you have, let's see, chicken and biscuits, right? Right here. Crispy fried chicken with buttermilk cheddar biscuits, tasso cream, roasted corn, hot honey, and crispy leeks. Sounds delicious, right? But all I see is carbs, fried, carbs, cream, carbs. I mean, it's just sugar loaded with carbs, calories, and fried foods. Probably not a good choice. But here you have a seared halibut. Okay, so that's seared, like maybe on a grill. So it's going to be technically grilled, and they're going to basically have a spiced rub. So it's a rub, it's not a sauce. That would probably be a better choice. And they have a balsamic with it. And that's a great dressing. We want to have oil-based dressing. So balsamic is great. Let's see. A wood-grilled mahi with zucchini noodles and a tomato broth. That's amazing. It's wood-grilled. It's grilled. Grilled salmon, that's the stuff you want to look for. Not the where was it? The crispy fried chicken or anything like that. You want to look for grilled, broiled, and steamed. So those are a couple examples of entrees that you want to look for and pinpoint and go for and shoot for. Next, we have our appetizers, okay? By definition, an appetizer is intended to get your appetite going. But when some appetizers contain more than 1,000 calories, that's not an appetizer. That's a full meal. 1,000 calories in an appetizer, that's a lot. So if you do want an appetizer, you're going to be going out with a lot of people, right? Ask your table to share, okay? Like I said, I mentioned zucchini fritters or zucchini bites or whatever. If you go to Olive Garden, they have these amazing zucchini bites, but they're fried. So I will sometimes order them, but I will have like maybe one or two, and that's it, and share with the whole table. So everybody's getting a taste. You're still getting your satisfaction, but you're also sticking towards your goals. Does that make sense? Okay, so for example, another option would be to choose a healthier appetizer. If you're going to indulge, say it's just you and your date, you and your husband, you and your kid, and your kid doesn't eat appetizers, or maybe she eats one, whatever he or she eats one. Maybe you should choose something like a salad or bruschetta and save carbs, because bruschetta is just spinach, tomato, basil. You know, you got the stuff on top, the balsamic, which is again an oil base. It's healthier. Ceviche or anything that is light on the sauce. You know, order a side salad. And as far as dip, don't do it. Don't do it. Like I said, if you're going to have one, then dip one. But dip is loaded with calories, and it's just going to be horrible. Ask for veggie sticks in place of chips, okay? So everywhere you go, typically if you order a sandwich, a wrap, you know, chips will come with your meal. Avoid them. Avoid them unless you're at a taco place and you need chips and guacamole and it's a treat day and you've planned it into your menu and everything like that. Sorry, the light keeps going in and out, guys. But that's that's something that you want to pay attention to, and just ask for veggies. They'll give you celery, carrots, you know, anything that you could have for instead of chips. And you want to use the app plate. So what that means is the little appetizer plate is what you want to use for your appetizers. You don't want to use a big plate. You don't want to use the big salad bowl that they give you. You want to stick to the appetizer side, because again, an appetizer is to get your appetite going. It's not to fill you for your full meal. That's your entree. Okay? Examples. So we have barbecued shrimp. Sounds great, right? But if you look, barbecue is a sauce, right? It's a dipping sauce. Well, it can be a dipping sauce, but this is actually cooked in barbecue sauce. And if you know, barbecue sauce is loaded with sugar and calories. So that's probably not a good option. You could do the arugula salad. That's a great option. I absolutely love arugula. Some people, it's hard because it's a bitter taste, I've heard, but I love it. There's also the stack salad, and the things we want to stay away from are those crispy fried oysters, bacon in a glass, because honey, bourbon, sugar, glazed peanut butter. I mean, wow. We talk about the sugar and the calories that are going to be consumed in that bacon, and bacon is greasy as is. So that's probably not a very good choice, but you have plenty of options on the appetizer menu to have something that's good and delicious, and it will get your appetite going. So next we have sides, okay? At many restaurants, the side is typically baked potatoes, fries, coleslaw, or the chips we talked about. What does that equal? Unnecessary calories all the time. Once in a while, a baked sweet potato is fine, but don't indulge in the sugar and the cinnamon and the butter, because that's just adding calories. If you have a baked potato with a steak and broccoli, that's amazing. That's a carb, a protein, and a vegetable. That's great. But don't get the added stuff to it. So, but again, we're here to stick to our goals but maintain a balanced lifestyle. So you have to really pay attention to what containers that you're focusing for dinner. For the salad, have the dressing on the side, because they give you a lot of dressing. It's drenched. Like sometimes the salad is even soggy and it doesn't even taste good because there's so many dressings. And as far as your dressing, you want to make sure that it's an oil-based dressing, because ranch, Thousand Island, that has a lot of calories in it, a lot of sugar, cream, and stuff that is going to be detrimental to your health and fitness goals. So you want to make sure you have an oil-based dressing. I will get balsamic vinaigrette, ask for it on the side, and dip it. And if you are a person that can't do that and loves ranch, well then go for it. But what I would try to do is dip your fork in the ranch first, so you have just a little bit on your fork, on the end of the fork, and then eat the bite of your salad. It's still going to taste the same. It's not going to be drenched and loaded. You're going to enjoy a little bit of the ranch, and you're going to stick to your health and fitness goals. As far as fruit or steamed veggies, if you don't see them as an option, you can get the salad. But for vegetables, for your sides, make sure they're steamed. Make sure they're not sauteed, because again, that will be loaded with butter and extra calories and maybe even sugar and sweeteners. And we don't really know what they saute their vegetables with. So steamed veggies is the way to go. Now, let's look at some sides, okay? We have the roasted glazed Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts is a vegetable, right? So it may seem healthy, but remember what we talked about of having it glazed or, not steamed or anything like that. It has bourbon honey in it, so it could have extra artificial sweeteners in it that we do not want to be putting into our body. Smoked mac and cheese, that's a carb, so I would try to avoid that as your side, because it's cheese and carbs and calories. That's going to be your biggest thing, because cheese and noodles and everything in the macaroni and cheese is pretty much carbs, and it's not going to be your complex carbs. It's going to be your starchy carbs. So it's going to have that low fiber and high carbohydrates, which really doesn't give us what we want in our health and fitness goals. Again, the sweet potato, it's sugar crust pecan, cinnamon sugar cream. So you see the sugar, it's a lot of sugar. If you want a sweet potato, like I said, have it plain. Just a plain baked sweet potato, eat half and take half home. We're going to get into portion sizes, because restaurants give you so many huge portions and you don't need it. You can take half and take home for lunch or whatever. But strawberry cucumber salad, that's great, because it's a fruit, which is a complex carb. So it's not that starchy carb that's going to be low in fiber and higher in carbohydrates. It's going to be higher in fiber and lower in carbohydrates. It's going to equal out, which is going to help be healthy for you. It's going to fill you up. It's going to give you energy, and it's going to complete your meal. And the cucumber is a vegetable. Veggies are always your way to go. Promise. Vegetables is your key to your side. We have grilled Mexican street corn. Well, if we know on our nutrition guide, corn is actually considered a carb, and it has chipotle mayo in it, which mayo, again, is that higher in calorie and higher in carbohydrates than a regular dressing. Grilled asparagus and an egg, that's great. An egg is an extra protein, and it's free-range pasteurized egg, so that's great. That's healthy. I eat cage-free organic eggs, and it's a vinaigrette, which again, the dressing, it's an oil-based, and it's wood-grilled asparagus. Grilled asparagus. It's not fried, it's not sauteed, it is grilled, and it's not going to have any extra artificial sweeteners or calories or butter that we have to worry about. So those are some awesome sides that you can pick from. Now, the big thing, dessert. My favorite part. Well, it used to be. So if you're out with friends, and let me slide this down a little bit. Okay. So our favorite part, if you're out with friends, it's the type of place where the dessert has more calories than your meal, and they insist upon ordering it, because we know friends, we know girlfriends, we know how they are. I mean, dessert, it's what we do. And you can suggest it for the table to split it, because if you have a spoonful of dessert, you got your taste, but you got your balance. Okay, so you'll be able to stick to it. Take a single bite and put your spoon down. It's not about denying, it's about making smart choices. So you're not denying yourself at the dessert, you're still getting to indulge in a bite and enjoy that bite, but then put your spoon down. It's about making smart choices. Suggest moving the party elsewhere for dessert, okay? You can go anywhere for dessert. There's, yogurt places, or, just other places that you can choose. I'm not good on other dessert places because I don't really go for dessert. My Shakeology is my dessert. I love it. It has curved my sweet tooth to a T. You know, when they always say, do you need to see a dessert menu? No, I really don't, because I have followed these tips during my meal that I am completely full. I am completely satisfied. And if I do want that dessert after dinner, because I do have a sweet tooth after it seems to be lunch and dinner, I'll have my Shakeology, because I can make my Shakeology into a lovely creamy shake, or I can make it into cookies or a banana bread or something like that if I want to actually have food. So if you're still craving something sweet when you get home, enjoy some yogurt and a berries, piece of fruit, or Shakeology. The best. As far as drinks, the best part, right? As soon as you get there, what would you like to get to drink? What I do is I will order a glass of wine, red wine. It's less sugar, and water. If I want to be a little bit more healthier, I will go with a white liquor and water. So like vodka with water, with a lime or a lemon or something like that. So I'm still getting my water, and I'm still getting, you know, my fix, I guess you can say, of a drink. But limit your intake to 150 calories. It's worth a good idea. The following portions of alcohol each contain 150 calories or less. So a 5-ounce glass of wine, like I said, 1.5 ounces of liquor, or a 12-ounce light beer, which I'm obsessed with beer. But again, I will have, if you see down the bottom here, it says water first, beverage next, and then water again. So I will suck down while they're going to the bar to get my drink. I make sure that I ask for water first. I'm like, I don't know what I want to drink yet, so water first. I will suck down like 2 or 3 waters, okay, before I get my alcoholic beverage. Yes, I'm going to have to pee. Yes, it's going to fill me up, but that's okay, because I'm only eating half of my portion and then taking the rest home. And I'm still fueling my body with water, and we lose water so much through sweating, through sleeping, through eating, through everything. Your body needs a lot of water, so it's just great to just have water before your beer or wine or liquor. So I will have a couple glasses of water, and then when they come back with the bar for that drink, if I drink that all, okay, maybe it's a great night. Maybe we're staying a while. Maybe we're chatting. Maybe I'm out with a group of friends. I will make sure that I am still chugging my water as I'm drinking. And before I order another drink, make sure I get another water down. But vodka and soda, if you don't like just plain vodka and water, I'm used to it. I like it. It's fine. A lemon does the trick. And you can put whatever you want. Lemon, lime. You can ask for strawberries, cucumbers, whatever you want. When you order wine, make sure you do it by the glass rather than the bottle, because if you're a mother, no. if you know wine, you can drink a whole bottle of wine. It's 3 glasses. That's not really much if you ask me. So order by the glass rather than the bottle. You will consume less calories. You can decide ahead of time at which point in the meal your beverage would be most satisfying. You may want to save your glass of wine for your entree and sip your water while you wait for your meal. So that's that option of drinking all your water first and then enjoying your beverage, if that makes sense. Okay, so here's the things to avoid. Bread's the biggest. Like my big thing is like Longhorn and Texas Roadhouse and Olive Garden. Their bread is amazing. Breadsticks, whatever. Me, I will plan that like I won't have carbs earlier in the day and have them later, so I can enjoy at least one slice of bread or one breadstick, or something of that matter, because that's what I like to do. I like to enjoy that. But if you're somebody who can't just have one, don't have any. It doesn't taste good, of course, but instead of eating something because it's in front of you, swap those empty calories for something you'd actually enjoy. Okay, so if you don't like, if you're not a bread fanatic, don't have it. or if you indulge, don't have it. You know, if you can have one, then that's great. Plan it in. But if you can't, then I wouldn't even ask for it. I wouldn't even get it. If the table gets it, again, share with the whole entire table so you yourself aren't having it right in front of you, being able to eat it. Soda. Those artificial sweeteners aren't healthy, and they can lead you to crave more sugary substance. Talk about a lose-lose. If you want something other than water, ask for unsweetened iced tea. It's calorie-free, so you can drink as much as you want. I don't know if they have these, if they have stevia packets, but stevia is an all-natural sugar. It's not artificial. And if you do get unsweetened iced tea and they do have stevia packets, you can put one in, but don't continue, if that makes sense. If you can drink unsweetened iced tea, then go for it and drink as much as you want because there is no calories in it. But soda is a no-no. Absolute no-no. Whoa. So the whole plate, here's our portion sizes. American portion sizes are I can't even say that word. Yep, gargantuan sizes. They're huge. They're huge. They are too big for you. Restaurants often provide you with not one serving of pasta, but with as many as 4 or more. Ask for a box right away. They don't mind. You can cut your steak in half, cut your chicken in half, separate your vegetables, cut your sweet potato in half, whatever, and put it in your box and forget about it. Put it on the side, ask for a bag, and just set it down and forget about it because that is going to be your lunch tomorrow, okay? Because it is too big and we are sticking to our portion sizes, if that makes sense. Because if we consume that whole entire meal, yes, it's a healthy and great meal, but then we've consumed too much. And that could lead to even more cravings. It could higher your sweet tooth because then you're full. And sweets kind of like flush, the food down and everything like that because it's sugar. So that's mainly what you want to stick to whenever you're going out to eat. So I will open the floor if anybody has any questions, any concerns, any ideas, anything like that. And if not, that's fine. I pretty much covered everything that I have needed to cover to go out to eat and enjoy yourself, but still live that balanced house lifestyle. So what I'm going to do is I am going to post these slides. I'm going to post this recording, and everybody can either look back on this or have this with you when you go out to eat. It's in our meal planning hub, so you can just pull it up and have it for if you go out to eat and you forget something like, oh wait, was it grilled, broiled, anything, you can just pull it up and have it right on your phone. So it's very handy and very convenient tips for you to take along with you. Okay, so thanks guys for hopping on. I hope you enjoyed your day, and we'll see you later.